guys, and welcome back to the craft table. Last week I promised resin. This week we're gonna play with resin, and I ordered a kit. It was Art and Glow, and these are the two. You have your resin and you have your hardener, but this is what came in the kit and not this. So I thought I'd show it to you. This is not a cheap hobby at all. But of course you got your resin, the resin and the hardener. You got all these wonderful little plastic cups for pouring and stuff. It's got a little handle, a little spout. You have your measuring cups for your mixing. You have these cups. They are also measuring cups if you can get them apart. You have to be smarter than the plastic, but yeah, you know me. You get a little tweezers. You get gloves. And they do say to double glove, that way you don't get sticky all over you. You get a whole package of little stir sticks. These are the nice size. You get these, which are called pippets. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do with these. But basically you stick it in some kind of liquid, squeeze, let go, and then you can, like an eyedropper type thing. So very precise work, which there's nothing precise about me. And then you got these, a whole box. Oh, you got this fancy little spoon. Isn't that cute? Little scoop, gold, everything. But all these colors, pigment colors, and you get mica powder, they're called. They're pearl, brown, bronze, blue, kiwi, it's pretty, violet, copper, pink, and we ain't done yet, forest, orange, lemon, gray, cherry, fuchsia, chartreuse, gold, that is pretty, lavender, teal, rose, that's pretty pink, blueberry, chestnut, wine, yeah, I wouldn't call that wine, and then of course black. So this is basically what you get in a set. You get this little fancy card. It's called Let's Resin. Be creative, have fun, and it gives you, who to contact. And you get 30% off for something. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is what you get. This is your kit. And I'm gonna say it's been a while now. I know it was $50 to $60 for the kit, but that is not bad because these mica powders are very expensive and you don't use much, so just what I've got here is gonna last quite a while. And the resin, that's expensive, but it's not hard to get. It doesn't have to be the Art and Glow. It doesn't have to be anything really fancy. You can buy it by the gallon. You can buy it by the small. They even have little tubes of UV resin, which I do not have never played with. But this is basically what you're going to need. Of course, your gloves. You're going to need a heat gun and your torch, or either or both is probably better. You are going to need this. I've got alcohol in. It's just plain rubbing alcohol, and because alcohol will take it off your skin if you get it on your skin, and it's like soap and water to it. So, and this last weekend we were having a lot of yard sales. We had our little village dogwood festival, and I happened to run across this, and these, it's just silicone muffin tin, but these make great resin molds. So I thought, I grabbed it up and I thought, well, you know, good way to practice. If I've got leftover resin, pop it in one of those molds. And I've got a paperweight, instant paperweight. So shall we do something? I know it takes 5 minutes for you put those together, and you have to stir for 5 minutes. So this is going to be a long one. I am basically going to, the first thing I'm going to do is just plain resin, and I'm going to cover these, the tiles that I made a couple weeks ago. They're all ready to go. And I brought out some blank tiles in case we had time to play with the pigment powders. But that's what we're going to do, is play with the resin. So, shall we get to work, huh? And there we have it. Yes, it's been a couple days later. I wanted to make sure it was totally dry, but I don't know if you can see the sparkle, that gold. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. Yes. So we have our tiles. We have our nicely covered tiles. They are gonna, all I have to do now is pull the tape off the back, put some cork on, and this little thing pops right out. And it does need to be smoothed down, but this is one of those things that you're gonna, you know, run around with it in your hand and look at it through the light, and it shifts and changes colors and patterns. It's so pretty, and all for that little amount. It can't beat it. And the cleanup part is pretty easy. If you're using these cups here, basically you squeeze them. You can hear it cracking, and reach down in there and peel it out. It's really, you know, it's kind of satisfying, gives you something to do. You know, that type of thing. But yeah, it was, and gives you leftovers to play with too. And of course your stir sticks are all nice and stiff and shiny and different colors and very, very reusable. So it's a fun hobby, and it's one of those hobbies that you're gonna find, I wonder if I can, and I wonder if I can't, and we're gonna find out. And that's exactly how I am. This is fascinating. So I want to thank you for stopping by and checking this out, and I hope you had a good time, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I promise I will be back soon. You have a great week. Bye bye now.